Carnivore day 5. I'm going to make this update really fast because I'm pooped. I was actually going to skip it, but I remembered I told myself that I was going to do this every single day for at least a little while. So I'm going to do it really quick. I screwed up. So I finished my guilty pleasure. Not booze. It's not booze. It's just diet soda. So last night we went to a Grinch movie at the YMCA, and I didn't partake in anything. But at the very end, my sweet little 8-year-old boy brought me a hot chocolate that I got me. And I just couldn't say no to him. He was so proud of himself. He thought he was so thoughtful. So I drank it. It was fine. It actually gave me a little bit of a stomach ache, but also instantly lifted my mood at the same time. I don't know if it was the combination of the sweetness or the sugar or both. But it was okay because actually today I hopped on the scale, down 2 more pounds. So I've hit 250. It would be so nice if I could see the 4s tomorrow, but it might not happen now. So today was the Christmas parade in town, and the Cub Scouts were part of it. So 7:30 in the morning, we're downtown. We were there forever. I ended up finishing my 10,000 steps this morning. I think we left there about 11. We ended up going to like a little breakfast joint in town. I need to take my nail polish off because it's all chipped. But it was cute. We went to a place, and it was one of those decision-making times. So we walked into this little breakfast spot, and oh my gosh, it smelled so good. So I was hungry because at that point it was somewhere in the 11 o'clock hour. We'd already popped over to like a Denny's. They were packed. So then we got a recommendation from somebody. I withheld from the bakery that we stopped at. And so at that point I was hungry, and it was a breakfast joint. So, and one of the first things you see when you walk in is that they have stuffed Nutella French toast. And I was like, okay, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. There's like a counter of all kinds of stuff. It smelled amazing in there, and I was starving. Like I was at the point where I was starting to become hangry. You know, that when you're like mean because you're so hungry. So there, I was looking at the menu, and there were different variations, and I decided that probably the best thing for me would be to do a build your own omelet. I did toss a couple veggies in there. I had mushrooms and onions. Same thing that I had the other day when I didn't 100% abide by it, but I figured it was that, or I could do something with a ton of potatoes, or I could have just gotten the damn French toast. So I decided, you know what, not totally on my diet, but also not Nutella French toast. So I ate it with a side of hollandaise, best way to have omelets. And I ended up having a couple bites of the hash browns because I was hungry, and whatever, it wasn't Nutella French toast. I should have just asked to not get them, because then they wouldn't have been sitting there in front of me, but it's fine, whatever. I probably like maybe 5 little pieces of potato. And then we ran home. We took care of a few things, and then we went to like this kids' day out, so that way we could go to Costco and take care of some things we needed to take care of, like get a few grocery items and start doing some of the secrets. Well, not really Secret Santa shopping, but we picked up like the angel tree type cards for a bunch of kids, and we were running a little bit behind because I thought it was next weekend. They were doing it. It was this weekend. So we took care of some of that, and we got some stuff, and we walked around, and they were offering samples. And so one of the samples was like Brussels sprouts with some kind of topping. Whatever. I tried it. Next thing, they had like a roast beef with mashed potatoes. I took a bite. And I just decided I wasn't going to just overthink it because I was in Costco. Everything is in Costco. And it was that or some bad decisions. So I did it. We get to checkout. I go to the food bar where, if you've never tried it, wrap a hot dog in their pizza toppings. It's interesting. But I ended up getting a smoothie and a Diet Coke. Well, actually, I got a Diet Pepsi because that's what they serve. And then at home, I refilled it with the last can of Diet Coke. But you know what? It was just sitting on the counter staring at me. And I was like, you know what? I've already done it. I'm just going to do it. And then a little while later, my stomach hated me. So, lesson learned, if you're going to be on a very strict, like, meat and animal products only, maybe don't have a smoothie and diet soda right after it. So, Anyway, that was my day. I just cooked some chicken thighs that needed to get cooked because I don't know why I didn't cook them the other day, but I cooked them. And honestly, I'm kind of at the point where I just don't really like food. I like some food, but not a lot of food. And I've heard this happens. I've heard this can happen where you just kind of hit a wall and you don't want anything that at one point had a face on it. You want, like, I don't know, plain bread looks better than that, but it's okay. Getting through it, slowly but surely getting through it. My kids really wanted to have eggnog while watching a movie tonight, and I got it. And originally when I bought the eggnog, I thought maybe I'll have a sip, maybe not. But the beauty of buying that smoothie is my stomach hurts so bad that I decided I was not going to take a sip of the eggnog. So it's all good. So my littlest is in bed. My other kids are going to bed. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to go to bed or if I'm going to do all the things that I needed to do today that I didn't do. And I'm just going to call it a day. Tomorrow will be day 6. It's also the monthly breakfast at my church. But it's okay. I can make it work. It's eggs. It's like eggs, sausage, pancakes, and roasted potatoes. I can definitely eat the eggs and the sausage. Luckily, I don't actually really like the pancakes that much. They're good. I'm just not a big pancake person anymore. Hey, dog, don't do what you're about to do. Sorry, my dog's in here with me. I can make it work. I can just get the whole meal and divide my pancakes up amongst my kids who always want some extra. And I will do it the moment I get to the table so that I don't eat it. And maybe I just won't ask for the potatoes. I'll just tell them I don't need them. I will just take eggs and sausage today. So, and if I eat a couple of the potatoes, not the end of the world. I go on a trip next week and I am not going to overthink it. I'm going to do my damnedest, but if I tell myself that I have to be 100% strict, then I'll probably get sad or cry or end up eating a whole pizza. Probably not because I didn't throw up, but you know, I'm not going to do it. I am taking a 20-hour road trip with a 2-year-old. So we're going to do whatever we have to do. So, yeah, I think I'm going to stop rambling and I'm going to either go to bed or go do some work and see how it goes. Also, total side note, but because I want to record this for myself as much as anything else, I'm actually really proud of myself today for not totally fumbling because I woke up. If gross things bother you and you're not me listening to this later, turn this off. I'll wait like 10 seconds and then I will finish my ramble. But why you should turn it off if things bother you. About 4 a.m., I woke up and I'm bleeding. And I'm not due for my period until December 20th. And it is December 7th and I am bleeding. And the reason that I'm actually so bothered by it, besides the fact that it's obviously always a little bit kind of like, why am I bleeding if I'm not due to be bleeding? Is because this is the time 2 years ago my miscarriage started. And I just think it was almost just a little cruel. You know, it was one of those cruel, why is this happening and why is this happening now? And I don't know why. Maybe it was just the fact that it was technically the morning, but middle of the night. And it happened and it totally threw me for a loop. And it was just really upsetting. But I didn't let that be an excuse. So anyway, have a good night. Talk soon.